But you have no idea how many times I've been on a podcast and like we've been just chopping it up, and I look up and the camera's like recording stopped automatically, and I'm like, bro,
well,
come the fuck on.
Depending on how good your computer is, like there's a workaround. If you use like an Elgato 4K link, you can connect it and run it through OBS, and it just screen monitors and you record through OBS.
Dude, I've tried that before, but it was way laggy.
Really?
Like the first podcast I ever did was like that, and it was like every 5 minutes, it would be 5 seconds of like a second long delay. So
I don't know. Yeah. This one's Elgato, so it's kicking right now.
Dude, it is great quality, bro. And it's pretty sick because normally like people hop on here and they got like
a toaster.
Yes, bro. Like it looks like they're recording like on a fucking tampon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even.
I was doing my research before, obviously, and I was like, dude, this guy looks like he recorded on a 2004 Motorola.
Bro.
In like respect, Motorola's are making a comeback from what I hear, but like not with me.
Too. Yeah, Nokia's too, apparently. But yeah, dude, it just fucking it's cool. Like I don't care if like the guest quality is bad, but you know, when it starts cutting out and shit, and then when I'm editing it and it's like I gotta cut to them because they're saying something, but the screen's just frozen. It just looks dumb, bro.
It looks really dumb when it happens.
Yeah. All right. So basically, we'll probably like chop it up for like something like an hour. I don't have too many questions for you, but I do have a few. And then yeah, so I'll do an intro for the podcast. I gotta see what episode this is, bro, because I can never ever remember.
It's like 17 is what I saw the other day.
Yeah, I dropped 17, but I have two that are unreleased yet, so that would make your episode 20. What? Ooh. Whoa, that's fun. Oh no, you're 18.
Liar. Oh,
my bad. Well, because you fucked me up because you said 17. I think the last one I posted was 15. So
that's awkward.
Yeah, so you're 18. My bad, bro. Sorry to get your hopes up.
Hey, man, freshly legal podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ready to take on the world and head to college.
Let's go, dude. I'm getting on a podcast with another guy in a couple days, and he's known for doing like beer reviews and shit.
Is it Rusty Featherstone?
No, dude, I fucking wish
I
though,
love
bro.
Rusty. Yeah.
I fucking wish though, bro. But he's a super cool guy. His name's Clay Speech, bro. I just hopped on the phone with him like a couple minutes ago, and he seems like the sickest guy to probably ever live, bro.
Let's go.
Dude, yeah. I like hopped on the phone with him, and he was like, yeah, dude, I'm ready, whenever you want to do this podcasting. He was like, whatever. I'm a little hungover today. And I was like, yeah, bro.
Saturday.
Yeah, dude. I was like, you texted me so late last night. He texted me at like 2 a.m. And I was like, and he was like, dude, the night was just getting started. The night was just getting started, bro.
Hell no.
I was like, are we cracking some beers on the pod, bro? And he was like, dude, let's do it. You want to crack some fucking beers? Let's crack some fucking beers, bro. Yeah. So I'm excited for whenever that happens. He's a hype guy.
Yeah.
But dude, I'm trying to get fucking you listen to Rusty Featherstone's podcast?
Oh, bro, I watch all of Almost Friday stuff.
Okay, hell yeah, bro. So
you gotta get Angus before Rusty.
Dude, I want Angus so bad. I want Liam Cole. Liam Cole is my favorite.
I love Liam.
Yeah. And I've made a video before with Willie D, and I asked him if he wanted to be on the podcast. Yeah. And he said he'd be down to be on the podcast, but fucking hasn't answered my DM since then.
Yeah, I have some mutual connects out here now, and I'm trying to slowly get my way into that comedy sphere so I can get access to that, because I think I'm a kind of funny guy sometimes.
I think it's pretty fucking funny. I think it's pretty fucking funny.
So like, shut up. Like,
I mean, yeah.
Let me on your show. You piece of shit. Anyways.
Yeah, 420K on TikTok, bro. You got to be a little funny.
Yeah, man. Fuck TikTok. That app sucks ass.
Really? Yeah, I'm not really fucking with TikTok, bro.
I hate TikTok.
Dude, I just started a new account, bro, and I'm back to being stuck in like 400 view jail.
Oh yeah, bro. I have 400,000 followers and I can't get over 2,000 views.
Yeah, bro.
And I'm just like, whatever. Like, I don't give a shit because honestly, I've become such an Instagram Reels connoisseur. I have crafted my Reels feed brick by brick.
Yes, sir.
And I don't give a fuck about TikTok anymore.
I never touched Instagram Reels, bro, until TikTok went away for a day. And then I used it for a day, never went back to TikTok.
Can't go back.
Never went back to TikTok. And I love Instagram, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Instagram is the shit, dude. Fucking, I can post anytime I want and all my videos perform the same. I could post like 10 times in a minute, bro.
In a day, and it doesn't matter.
Dude, and every single video is going to do exactly the same, bro. I love Instagram. And TikTok fucks me, dude. And clearly I have the most followers on Instagram too. So, of course, I'm going to choose that.
You're going to chase what you got to chase.
Yeah. So, yeah. And fucking all my cool followers and shit. Dude, I make all my money from Instagram. I sell all my old clothes on IG, bro. Dude,
Depop, baby.
That's what, dude, I used to do Depop, but I like wasn't making any bread, bro. I would sell like an entire wardrobe of clothes and make like $250.
Oh, yeah.
And then fucking half of it will be taken away from Depop fees. So I started selling shit on my story, and I make way more bread, and B, nobody's taking any fees, and I get paid way fucking faster.
Yeah, cut out the middleman.
That's what I'm saying. And then all the shit that doesn't sell, I'll post it on Depop. See,
I mean, it's because like you got scumbags like me on Depop that try to undercut you by $9.
Dude, everybody does, and I'm the type of guy where I'm like, fuck, this item's been posted for 10 days and I just got one offer. I guess I'll take it.
I look for suckers like you when I'm on that app. Straight up. I'm like, has this been here more than a week?
Yeah, exactly. Fucking, that's gonna be the title of the podcast. RATTHEW takes advantage of me. I think.
Oh god, that's gonna come back to haunt me in 2 years.
Fuck it, dude. We'll see, bro. People are gonna go on here and be like, "Damn, he's a piece of shit on Depop."
Damn, oh my god,
fuck his music.
Fuck. Oh no, Diddy. Oh,
see, you go from being the bad guy on Depop, now you're the bad guy at the Diddy party.
Yeah, I know.
That's just how it happens, bro.
Drewski, baby.
Bro, that was fake, bro.
I know. He's innocent. He had 8. Dude, the fact they released it, he had 18 cents in his bank account. I'm like, all right, you didn't have to do him like that.
I saw that.
I was like, you could have just been like, he wasn't there. He wasn't there.
It was like he was broke, ugly, fat, living at his mama's crib. Like, bro, what the fuck? Just say he
Who asked for this?
Yeah, just say he wasn't there.
This much information.
Yeah, he had no bitches. He had a small dick. Like, bro, why? You know what I mean?
Chopped.
Yeah, whatever, bro. Dude, I feel like I keep scooting to the left trying to get myself in frame, like my fucking camera's moving or something.
It is. It's got legs.
Dude, I keep having to move this one because
I know. It's a new patch update. I don't know if you saw that.
Cameras word. Dude, I'll dead ass believe you because I feel like I've moved like 10 times in this podcast. I don't even know why. We've been recording for 8 fucking minutes. All right, let me do an intro and then we'll fucking get into some serious shit. Welcome to episode 18 of the TPS podcast, sponsored by Stay Another Day, your go-to mental health awareness apparel. My name is Jordan Wonder. I'm here with musician and I guess, I don't know, podcast producer or something like that.
I'm a dude.
Yeah, and he's just a dude, bro. Yeah. And has a fucking, Dreamville jersey, right? So
yeah, man,
that's pretty sick.
And a LeBron James jersey.
And a LeBron James jersey, bro. Signed, bro. Game worn.
Nah, well, that's not good.
Nah, he's hella rich too.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know that.
It's juice. Yeah. They love to hate. They see me doing it for real, and I'm sorry to tell you this ain't luck. I'm just trying to ball like the Oregon Ducks. But man, fuck it. This podcast sucks.
Yep. Hella bread. I'm here with RATTHEW, and we're gonna have a fucking good time. You want to give yourself an intro?
Yeah, man. My name is RATTHEW. I exist in the general sphere of the universe.
Don't we all?
I spend most of my days editing podcast content, and then as soon as that's done, I turn around and edit my own content. So
let's fucking go.
We out here grinding, baby. Just moved to LA in September. And honestly, listen, all I gotta say is that, like, if you shit on the city, you probably haven't been here, because I've been having a great time personally. And you're probably just I don't know. I'm gonna hold back on that. Yeah. So, like, I'm alive in the general sphere, and I'm just making it day by day.
Dude, that's what we love it, bro. That is why we love it, bro. Now, Are you fucking full-time podcast producer?
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
that fucking sucks. I mean, I'm sure you probably like it, right? Because you're probably like around cool
I love
people,
it.
you get cool connections and shit. Dude, I hate editing videos, bro. I fucking hate editing videos, bro. Put that on my hate list, dude.
Put that on your hate list, bro.
Dude, I fucking hate editing videos so much. I hate editing my own videos. I've always said, bro, the second that like I start making like super significant, like full-time revenue, significant bread from social media, like I will go without making a single dollar if that means I can hire an editor. I'm so dead ass.
God damn. Nah,
Yeah.
I mean, see, I went to film school, so like I live and breathe for this shit. Like I literally walked out of here. I was like, I got 2 things I'm good at. I can mix audio and I can edit a video. Yeah. Okay, you want me to freaking set up a light? I don't really know if I can help you with that. You want me to, record on the camera? Sometimes I fuck that up. I won't lie to you. So yeah, I mean, I'm full time with that. I started that job in December, and it's great. Here's the funny story about it. I am from Massachusetts, right? I was born in Houston, but I spent most of my life in Massachusetts, as we know.
Okay, fire.
I hate the New England Patriots. Always have, always will. Because I was a Texans fan because my dad was born and raised in Houston. And, I'm always in New England, and these motherfuckers, especially during the Brady dynasty, are in my face like, oh, what's going on today, Matt? Oh, my God. Did you see the Patriots won another Super Bowl, governor? They don't even talk like that, first of all. I don't know why. They literally
I don't know why you went to Britain for a second.
I know. Yeah. And so I'm like, I've hated the Patriots. And I move out here. I'm working at fucking Erewhon. I'm just trying. I'm making it check to check because you know what? You got to chase the dream. You got to move out here, chase the dream.
Yes, sir.
And I get a text from my buddy back home who I worked with. He was like, "Hey, look at this." It was a screenshot from Julian Edelman's podcast, Games with Names, saying like, "We're looking for content creator / editor. We're looking for technical producer." He's like, "You should apply." So I applied. I applied, and my first interview, they're like, tell us a little about yourself. And the first thing I said was, I hate the Patriots. And then immediately I was like, that was either a good move or a really ballsy bad move.
And it was a good move.
No, they rocked with it. And I've been doing that since December. It's been really fun. Obviously I'm at home a lot of the time because we edit, obviously, but the more in studio, those are some of my favorite days. We get the guests coming in. They're all have been pretty cool people, which has been really nice. And like the ones that I didn't say are pretty cool people, it was my first day, and I was a little afraid to talk to Howie Long, NFL legend.
Okay, yeah.
So like, I mean, he seemed like a very nice guy, but I was just like,
yeah. How's it going? Go paid. Yeah, I don't know.
Raiders.
Raiders. Yeah, I bet they were fucking great in Los Angeles.
So yeah, that's been a full-time gig for me since December, and I have been living it up because it is nice to know I can do my creative stuff and actually be paid for it.
Hell yeah. That's pretty fucking sick. And so you've been doing it for almost 5 months now?
Yeah. Oh damn.
How often do they have guests on every episode? Yeah,
pretty much. So we have, I'd say 9 out of 10 have a guest for Games and Names. I work on both that podcast and the one Jules has with Gronk called Dudes on Dudes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that one's just the 2 of them.
Okay.
But Games and Names, we every now and then we have a voicemail episode, which is just like fans calling in and asking questions. But for the most part, there's always a guest, and we've had some pretty cool ones. So we had the owner of the Lakers.
Who's been some of your favorites?
I mean, I'm a big basketball guy, so we had Jeannie Buss, the owner of the governor of the Lakers, come on. Nice. And that was a really cool episode. She talked a lot about the bubble championship, which I think is the most underrated NBA championship in the history of NBA.
Underrated how?
That was pure hoops. TJ Warren, if there's no. TJ Warren from the Pacers would not have done as well as he did if there was a crowd screaming at him. That was pure ethical high school ball. These guys were just able to lock in, no distractions, and just lock in. Okay.
Yeah, bro. But I think your ratio of people who do better under pressure with a crowd watching is probably way higher in the NBA than people who do better when they're just locked in a quiet room.
No, it is. And that's why you had like those weird people like TJ Warren who looked like an all-star, and the next year he was out of the league.
Okay.
But
yeah.
But I mean, it was just also it's what we needed in the world at that moment, because like the world sucked in 2020. So
I mean, it was pretty cool. I mean, looking back on it, like if you won that championship, nobody would ever bat an eye about it after that. You know what
unless
I mean?
you're the Lakers.
They've
been calling it Mickey Mouse since then. I love the memes about it, so I don't really care. But
yeah, dude, I fucking love them too, and I agree with them, all of them. You know what I mean? So
I mean, you're probably a Warriors fan from that area, right? Or,
I am a Warriors fan. Yes.
How you feeling about Jimmy right now? Sorry to distract you, but
no, it's all good. No, it's fucking, dude. I'm stoked.
I think he's out right now, though. I think he's out the rest of the series.
Oh my god, is he really?
Yeah, I think when he went down the other night, they ruled him out the rest of the series.
Okay, well, see, not stoked about that. I wasn't in on that news yet, but
sorry.
Great. Thanks for breaking that one to me. But
my bad, bro. I'm stupidly locked in.
Actually, the fucking Warriors is the only team that I root for near me, because I'm an Eagles fan for football. My lady's family is from Philadelphia, so I hopped on that bandwagon as soon as I could.
Yeah, smart.
My dad is from the East Coast, so he's a Yankees fan, which meant I'm a Yankees fan.
Yep.
And then also East Coast, fuck with the what the fuck was I just gonna say? Did I already say Yankees?
You already said Yankees. I was expecting maybe a hockey team, which I would be like, great. I know nothing about that.
I don't even fucking watch hockey, so yeah.
Hockey's fun live, but I can't watch that shit on TV.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's what everybody says. I'm always like, dude, I can't even fuck with hockey. Everybody always says, oh, wait till you watch it in person.
No, dude, honestly, when you see those people like rip off their like helmets and start going to town on each other, you're like, all right. No, this is dudes being dudes right here.
Yeah, let's fucking do it, bro.
Yeah, let's get rowdy.
Yeah. So I'm a fan now. But dude, yeah, I fucking never watched hockey before. And then yeah, Warriors teams is like the only Bay Area team that I root for. I used to be a 49ers fan until I started dating my girlfriend, and then dude.
Yeah,
peace.
Would have been a bad idea.
Peace. Since Joe Montana, bro, dude, lick my nuts. How about that? You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I'm on. Yeah, Jalen Hurts gang. Yeah, Flybirds fly. You know what I'm saying?
We'll see how the Eagles do next year. They had to give up a lot this offseason. So
I don't know. Didn't they just go to the Super Bowl like 2 or 3 years ago?
They won it last year.
Well, I know they won it last year.
Oh, yeah.
Like before that.
Yeah, no, they've been to the Super Bowl probably 3 out of the last 7 years.
2018. I know clearly they won this year.
It was 2 years ago against the Chiefs. They lost, and that was a hell of a game. I was hoping this game was going to be like that year, because I won $70 off of Patrick Mahomes on that last drive. So I was like, yeah,
okay,
give me more money. Yeah. And I don't sports gamble often because I lose most of the time. So
me too, bro. I bet like $200 on the Super Bowl. I fucking didn't make anything. The only sport I can like bet on a regular basis and like have made money is the UFC.
That's what all my buddies tell me, and I just literally have never watched a single UFC fight.
Dude, once you get locked in, it's really easy. I always say, like, clearly I have favorites and shit, like, you know, some dudes who aren't from Dagestan, you know what I mean? But normally my go-to is if they're from Dagestan, you bet on them, and they always win. You know what I mean? I say if their name ends in V, if their last name ends in V, because they're all like that. Yeah. Nurmagomedov, Chimaev, Kunyev, you know what I mean? Ankalaev, like Magomedov, like all end in V. But if their last name ends in V and they look like every other guy whose last name ends in V, it's a pretty safe bet.
Lock it in.
Yeah, so lock that, and that is betting advice. Normally, like this is not financial advice. That was financial advice because I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair. Financial advice: never tail a bet of mine. Do the opposite. That's financial advice.
Yeah, I like that.
I mean, the problem was like when I downloaded it in college, because like Massachusetts, you had to be 21. I was like, I'm gonna start making 16 leg parlays, and I'm gonna win $1 million.
Bro, that was my exact thoughts, bro. How I got into sports betting. I never did it once in my life, and I had one homie tell me that, like, you know, like in like fraternities, how like there's different kinds of pledges. Like you get assigned to like a certain type of pledge. So they had a betting pledge at my buddy's fraternity, and it was this kid who was studying sports betting at Santa Barbara, and like I guess I don't have like any records of him winning hella bets, but my homie said that he's like shown him his Fliff account before, and he's had like 10K just sitting in there from winnings. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna fucking start listening to this guy. Never made any money off of it. I would fucking hit up my homie,
Pyramid
like,
scheme.
give me the bets for today. He would like send me the bets his homie gave him, and like one would hit out of 3. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, dude, he's fucking having an off week. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. All right. So you guys were making millions until I got in the picture.
Yeah. Suddenly, I feel like your story wasn't adding up.
Suddenly, I don't feel like there was 10K, $10 maybe.
That's why I love California, because I'm pretty sure only Prize Picks is legal, which means I don't even open the apps.
There's Fliff, Prize Picks. That might be it. Is Prize Picks the one that you can do at 18?
Yeah, I hate Prize Picks.
Okay, so then yeah, it's Prize Picks and Fliff. I know for sure.
Well, maybe I'll look into Fliff tonight. I'm pretty sure there's a couple games.
Maybe I'll download. Fuck it, whatever. And it's kind of fun, bro, because it's like an actual game, because there's like 2 different kinds of currencies that you can bet with. There's like Fliff coin, which I happen to have millions of. And then there's Light Flex, but it's fake money. And then there's like actual cash. So you can bet like real money and make money, or you could just bet with like coins and shit that mean nothing.
I'm pretty sure I know exactly what that is now, because my buddies, when I was at school in Rhode Island, would always be like, I got this app. I'm doing really well on this betting app. And like, it's fake money, but when I'm in Massachusetts, I can turn it into real money. Like,
oh, no, it might be a different app, because you can't turn the fake money into real money.
Yeah.
But I think it's just for like, I don't know, if you want to like test out a bet or something like that.
It's for recovering addicts. It's like non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, basically. But I think non-alcoholic beer still has beer.
I actually did the math. I'm not going to, for some reason, I did the math like a month ago. But it has such a small amount of alcohol in it that you would need to be drinking one every 5 minutes for 6 days straight to reach like a normal body alcohol count.
What?
Yeah, because it's like it's less than 0.005. I think it's like 0.005. And that's why like they're able to say there's no alcohol in it. Like obviously you can't create beer without any sort of alcohol.
Yeah. Like I've been told before, like, oh, you can get drunk off of, like, you know how some people get drunk off of like vanilla extract. Yeah, because there's hella alcohol in it. That's like a weird like alcoholic thing that I've heard, is like people who are like relapsing, I guess, but like or have a problem and can't get their hands on alcohol, they'll either go to vanilla extract or mouthwash.
Yeah, mouthwash, I've heard.
They both have alcohol in it, but yeah, I fucking heard when I was a kid that like you can get drunk off vanilla ice cream. And I was like, oh, I wonder if that's true. And like there is a certain amount of like a percentage of alcohol in vanilla ice cream, because there is vanilla extract in it. But they said fucking Google said you would die before
you got to that level. Speaking as a former big back, you can't do that. You can't do that. You know, I would have found out as a kid.
I would have put that to the test.
Yeah, you know,
I would have put that to the test.
I would have done my myth busting. You know.
Yeah, I definitely would have done some diligent research for personal purposes.
Had to do multiple studies, you know.
Multiple studies.
You have to.
Maybe I fucked it up.
Variables, you know.
Yeah. I did half chocolate the first time because I was scared I was gonna get too drunk, and you know, maybe it was a bad decision because now I got to do it again. But whatever.
Oh damn! Another night spent eating a tub of ice cream.
Ah, fuck.
Oh my god! There's so many things I could be doing.
Oh, dang it, dude.
Like
fuck, dude. I hate eating ice cream that tastes so good for research purposes. fuck, dude, because I'm helping the world and I'm helping my tummy at the same time, dude.
It's for science, Mom. It's for science.
Yeah. You fucking like gained 30 pounds in the last 3 days, and you're like, dude, I have to do this. I have to do this. It's for humanity, bro.
I received a message from the stars.
Yeah.
They're begging us to find it.
The CIA contacted me, bro. We gotta make something happen, dude. And they said you're the best ice cream tester we got.
They said we've done our due diligence, and you're better than the rest.
We've weighed everyone. You know what I mean? We got the background to prove that you're our guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, you're not type 2 yet. You're getting close, but you know, we're gonna
you are
pre in there.
You are pre, but that's like a rookie in the NBA, basically.
Oh yeah.
Pre-diabetic.
Right. That's
like
Bronny James right now.
Yeah, you got a bright future ahead of you, and that's what we're believing in. So we're really putting the work in on you.
Yes, sir.
What are we doing, bro? All right. Let's talk about music. You still be doing music, or you I mean, I know you still do music because you just released a song. Fucking less. Oh, yesterday. I was gonna say less than a week ago.
I'm actually no. See, the thing is, I've been really stagnant since I've gotten my full-time gig. I've been pretty complacent. Is honestly the right word to use.
I don't know. I feel like you're doing pretty good. You've released like what, 3 songs this year?
I released an album at the start of this year, but I
forgot about that. The covers album.
No, that was the covers album never came out. I told you about that like a year ago, and then guess what? I never did that.
Well, but you posted like a few of the songs, no?
Yeah, and I have one of the covers coming out in what day is it? On the 9th. Breakaway, Kelly Clarkson, Little Princess Diaries.
Oh, hey, yeah, gang. Love that.
I'll send you that after it's done.
I like that. Yeah.
No, but yeah, so this year particularly, I'm doing a song every 2 weeks, starting 2 weeks ago for the rest of the year. Because why not? I honestly, like, the big takeaway, I know before we hopped on this call, we talked a little about TikTok. I don't give a shit about numbers anymore. I used to be so hyper focused, be like, well, this song only has 8,000 streams and I worked so hard on it. Yeah, okay. Well, I know I worked hard on it. I don't care anymore. It's like, one of them's if you don't throw enough shit at the wall, nothing's gonna stick. You know, or spaghetti. Sorry, I'm not like talking about throwing shit on the wall, but
yeah.
It's the rest of the year I'm doing a song every 2 weeks. I just had one come out like literally 24 hours ago. Don't listen to that one if you don't want to be sad. But
ooh, I like a good sad.
Yeah, dude, it's that one's bad.
Also, don't want to interrupt you, bro, but I know for sure my camera's moving, right? Because I swear to God, I was in the middle of the frame. My chair has not moved, bro. If I want my face in the middle of the shot, bro, I have to sit like this, bro. I was not sitting like this before. My shit's moving, bro.
I told you it's got legs.
Dude, I don't know what's going on with it, but it's definitely like turning itself or something. Okay.
Bro, honestly, you might be worthwhile stopping or do another recording right now because we're at 27.
Oh, dude, what a fucking G, bro. I jump up like that and like, oh, shit, my camera just went out of focus. My bad, bro. You know what I mean?
Sorry.
See you guys later. Like that, you know?
Not the vlog air shit.
All right, so music, 3 songs this year, plus the album, new song, Kelly Clarkson cover.
Yep. That's not public information yet, but I don't give a fuck on
podcast exclusive, dude. It's good.
Podcast exclusive.
Nobody listens to this shit.
Damn.
Anyways,
not yet. Hey.
No, it's
pretty
I'm
good,
from bro.
Texas. Oh, sorry.
It's pretty good, bro. I get like I get under 100 streams on Spotify, and I get normally like 200 to 300 views on YouTube. So people are listening to it, but not like a significant amount. I actually had a podcast, one of my podcasts that from a couple months ago, dude, got like 3,500 views.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I don't even know why, bro. Shit wasn't.
Especially because it's like an hour long. Like the retention rate is good for money.
Oh, dude, the fucking retention on that video was garbo, bro.
Oh, okay.
It was like, I think average retention was like a minute and a half. Yeah. Also, I don't know how the fuck it's still getting views, but Most of my other podcasts are like 60-70% retention.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you just gotta hammer the clips, honestly. Like, I know they suck, and I know you said you hate editing them, but like,
I don't like. I actually kind of like editing the podcast clips, but here's my ish that I'm going with, bro. I don't. How do I explain this, bro? Like, if I make a clip and I post it on my podcast account, right?
yep.
I know it's gonna do shit. Like at max, it'll get like, I don't know, 600, 700 views.
Yeah.
So then I feel like I just spent all that time making that clip just for nobody to see it. So that makes me want to always make it a collab post with my main account. So then it'll get like 3,000, 4,000 views, and people who already like me will see the podcast. But I feel weird about like flooding my Instagram with podcast clips, because fucking when 38,000 people followed that account, like they didn't follow it for podcast clips. So I don't want people to like lose interest in me. But that's kind of like,
let me put you on some game.
Yeah, put me on, please.
This is what we do with Jules. Every time the episode drops, right? We have him collab on the first reel of the episode, and then he doesn't collab on a single one after. So it gets people's attention, being like, "Hey, the episode's out now," and then our accounts take it from there. So you got to kind of find that middle ground. And also, like I said, at the end of the day, you just got to throw enough pasta at the wall. Something's gonna stick. I mean, like I was there from your transition from freaking music reviews to fashion content. Like you literally one day are just like, I'm gonna start throwing shit at the wall, and it stuck. Like it's the same thing. If you do enough of it, and like obviously like there's workarounds where you don't have to edit it. I hate Opus AI, but like I know a lot, like New Heights, Travis Kelce and Jason Kelsey's podcast, they use Opus AI.
Oh, really?
It's so painfully obvious.
Okay.
Like, well, not all of them, but like
why? Because it's like worse edited in like the nicest way possible.
It's not as fast paced as like when they have an actual editor, you could tell. Like there's a couple. I think Jeff Teague's podcast used it a couple times too. And like you can tell, because especially if they have the captions and then there's an emoji above the caption, that's Opus.
Okay. Okay, good to know.
And I'm pretty sure you can do free trials on that too. So
yeah, I tried it, bro, but it was just it was bullshit, bro. Because I like my shit fast paced, bro. I'll cut 1 million clips into a 1 minute video just so I can cut out all the stutters and the ums and the pauses. Brain. You know, exactly, bro, because I want to keep people's attention. But I tried putting one of my podcasts into Open AI one time, and it like made me a bunch of clips, like 30-second long clips, but there was no cuts. There was no cuts. It was just me talking for 1.5 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't have a guest on, so that's probably why it wasn't cutting, but like it wasn't cutting any stutters or pauses or so it kind of just was bullshit.
Yeah, I don't love them. That's why I don't ever use it. That's why I have a job, which is I like that.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah, what the hell were we even talking about before? Something about music. I don't remember what.
Yeah, I was gonna I guess to be frank, I was just gonna lead into asking you about your Mount Rushmore of artists.
Oh yeah. See, man, Mount Rushmore of artists. Zach Brown band. I don't know. Can they count? It's like all the band in one head.
Wow. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that though.
Yeah, bro. Zach Brown band. Garth Brooks definitively. And then, you know, this one's kind of weird because he's like newer on the scene, you know, but like I'm a big Saba guy right now.
Really?
You know, I'm going to see Saba. He just booked a tour, and I think he's going to be in, I think it was LA or Anaheim. I can't remember which one, but I'm going down there June 8th. Basically the same place.
Exactly.
June 8th. So I'm really excited about that. And then you're like, I have to keep it back with my traditional roots. Otis Redding is the last head.
Hell yeah.
You know, I got his freaking vinyl somewhere on my vinyl wall. I have a huge ass wall covered in vinyl, but my camera was disconnected. I tried to show you that.
Hell yeah. Oh, my mom just walked in. Hey, that box and those clothes are Skylar's. Okay. If you could put that in her room, and then those 2 hoodies hanging up are for you and Dad. Here? Yeah. Or for me and Dad? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Sure. Sorry.
You're good.
Dude, so thank you. Dude, what a crazy lineup. So it's clear that you like one genre, I guess, in particular, and that's like
country.
Sorta, I was gonna say indie country, but I guess country.
Oh no, dude. I mean, listen. The thing is, like, I have had a weird renaissance in my life of different genres. My dad is from Houston, so you could put two and two together.
Yeah.
I've been listening to Garth Brooks since before the womb. So then I was raised on country, and like 2010s country came around, like Luke Bryan, and that shit was ass. I can't listen to any of that. No, it's like when people say they hate country music, they hate 2010s pop country, which you should hate because it sucks. Like no one wants to hear Blake Shelton go, God's country.
Yeah.
Like,
shut up. On my tractor with my dog.
Yeah,
like, bro.
No,
all
like,
right.
Shut up, bro.
Yeah.
So then I went from then to start and listen to, once I got Pandora, bro. Pandora, I looked up Zach Brown Band, and for some reason they put Build Me Up Buttercup by the Foundations on there. And I was like, what is this music? And in 6th grade, I got into a huge Motown phase, and that's why, like,
6th grade. Wow.
6th grade. I'm an old head, I know. I saw Lionel Richie live when I was like 13, and I saw the Temptations before they all died. I saw them live.
Were you a Lionel Richie fan?
Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
I'm a big Lionel Richie guy.
What? Dude, I could name you one Lionel Richie song, but I know how old
I could name you so
that's what
many.
makes it so
that's
funny.
a problem. You can come on, you know Brick House when he was with the Commodores.
Yes, but I didn't know that was Lionel Richie. I do know that song though.
That's fair. You know Hello? You don't know Hello? Hello?
Oh, okay. Again, knew that song, but didn't know it was Lionel Richie.
Yeah, no, he's definitely one of my goats. I've listened to him less throughout the years, but like that was, you know, I saw the Temptations, I saw the Commodores, the Jackson 4 because MJ was dead. I saw Lionel Richie. And it was really cool because the Temptations were so damn old that they just sat on chairs the entire time, but they sounded just like they did in the 60s. It was awesome.
There you go. Now, what's your favorite concert you've been to? Also, I want to make it clear, I do Mount Rushmores on every episode. I didn't just do a Mount Rushmore for you because you told me to.
No, you told me to that. Yeah.
Okay.
You said you just never clip them out.
Good. I didn't want it to seem like I was just like casually like stealing your shit.
Well, I told you to steal it too. It's the funny.
I know, but I thought it would have been weird.
No, like also you got to clip it out though. Is the thing.
Exactly, bro.
It's got to be entertaining though. That's the thing. But so best concert I've ever been to. I mean, I'm between two, and here's why. Okay, because one of my favorite concerts I ever went to was right after COVID. I think it was 2021. And it was my brother and I saw the J. Cole and 21 Savage and Moray tour right after the offseason came out in TD. Okay. And that was so cool to see. They did like the transition. 21 performed a lot and they went straight into My Life. Because same key, same BPM. They planned that. They had to fucking play that. That was a really good one. But then watching Zach Brown Band live at Fenway Park in Boston hits different.
Dude, and there's something about like liking an artist and then seeing a great live performance and then all of a sudden they're like the greatest artist. You know what I mean?
Dude, they out of nowhere, like they were playing one of their own songs and all of a sudden here, when you hear the voice, I was like, are they playing Creep right now? Whoa. And it was so cool. I've scavenged the internet trying to find like the version of Creep that they did.
Yeah.
Nowhere. I'm like, guys, someone had to have their phone out. Come on. Like someone had to have their phone out.
It was pretty fucking, dude. That sounds pretty fucking sick, bro. I've seen Whiskey Myers twice.
Any good?
The first time, no. But that concert, it was the vibe, bro. It was the vibe. Cause I saw it at like a 500 capacity casino. And it was like an underground auditorium underneath the casino, and like it was nice and shit, but like everybody in the crowd was like 50 plus and sitting the entire time, like even front row, you know what I mean? And then the second time I saw him in Concord, the town that I live in.
Yep.
And they were at like a 5,000 capacity like bowl, like a Toyota bowl. It might be more than 5,000 because that's pretty fucking big. But yeah, I saw them there, and that was completely different. Like everybody was on their feet. It was outdoors, nighttime, mosh pit up front. Like dude, it was fucking amazing.
The crowd's energy can really shift a concert.
100%.
First time I saw Darius Rucker live, it was at the freaking State Fair in Massachusetts.
Oh,
and everyone's just sitting down, and they're like,
okay.
all right. And I'm like, all right, it's kind
Yeah.
of boring. But then, like, I've seen him since then, and it was a really good concert. And all right, not to cut you off, but also one I forgot about when I was in Austin, Texas 2 years ago for South by Southwest. Shout out. Great film festival. I stood in line for, I think, 6 hours, me and my roommate, because they were doing a free show with Saba and Jid.
Shut the fuck up.
And here's the stupid part. I got my brother and I tickets to Jid at the House of Blues in Boston, right?
Okay.
And it was the night before I left for Austin. So I show up to Boston. Him and I got a few drinks in. We're feeling a little loose, right? We walked to the House of Blues because it's walking distance because Boston's a walkable city. LA.
Yeah.
Can't think of that anymore. So we walked to the House of Blues. We're standing in line for an hour and a half. I see a couple of my boys. One of them scream, "Yo, RATTHEW!" I'm like, "What's up?" And it's all good. He's like, "Yo, you going?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll see you in there." That's not true. So we get to the front of the line, and I go to scan my tickets, and they're like, and I was like, "Why aren't they working?" And my brother looks and goes, "You bought the tickets for the right day, right?" And I was like, "Yes, of course I did."
No.
I look down at the tickets. They're the tickets for tomorrow.
No.
And I was going to be on a flight at 6 a.m. the next day. So we looked at each other like, guess we'll take the L.
Did you just beg?
No. We literally just took the L and we went home and watched a movie. I sold the tickets on the spot. Sold them for more than I paid for them, though. So that was the upside. But
I did that with Shoreline Mafia tickets one time.
It's just like, if it's what has to happen, it has to happen. So I'm on the flight. Like, I get to Austin. And in 3 days while me being there, they announced this concert. I called my brother. I'm like, "You're going to hate me. I'm about to see Jid tomorrow." And he was like, "After you screwed me?" I was like, "Yeah, no, I am." So we sat in line for literally standing for 6 hours. And in the concert, because it was like a Rolling Stones, like future artist thing. There was like, I can't remember who the first. Oh, there was Slipknot, who I never heard of before, but I really like their music now.
Dude, Slipknot's huge, bro.
I'd never heard of them before, honestly.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, not Slipknot. No, my bad. That's a huge band. I meant Spill Tab. My bad.
Okay. My bad. I've not heard of them. My bad.
No, I know exactly.
I was about to say, wow, Slipknot and fucking Jid in the same concert? That's crazy.
I know. And then there was a lady that sung like kind of bluesy stuff. She was okay. And then Midwest, who I did not like at all. And then Saba came on, and then Jid right after. And like I stood for 11 hours that day, and my legs were melted by the end. But oh my God. Like that was the day I fell in love with Saba, because my roommate had been trying to put me on for so long. He's like, "Dude, you have to listen to like Care for Me." I was like, "Yeah, it's a good album." But then like seeing him perform it live, I was like,
"Yeah, bro." That's the exact same reason that I've seen. I don't even know if you know who he is, but you know who Cole Swindell is?
Oh, I know that name.
Yeah, he's a fucking
6 seconds. Look it up.
He's a big country songwriter. Well, he's clearly like an artist too, but his most popular work is the songs that he's written.
Had me at Heads at Carolina. Yeah, I know that song.
Yeah, that's him. That's like his big fucking ride or die song. But he's written like, I think like 3 out of 5 of Florida Georgia's Line's like biggest songs.
Yeah, this is how we roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scotty McCreery.
Dude, he's written so much shit. So that's kind of how I got into the industry. But dude, I've seen him 3 times in concert. I've seen him in Reno, in Fresno, and in Sacramento. And
they all
fucking,
end in O.
Yeah, I guess, bro. I didn't even realize, bro. But yeah, he's like my favorite concert I've ever been to. And I will, every time he comes back to where I live, bro, I will see him every single time he's here for like the rest of my life, because it's my favorite concert I've ever been to. Like I already had saw him twice, and my girlfriend gave me concert tickets one year for Valentine's Day because of how much I loved him. Now, if I told you on the topic of concerts, actually I was going to say, the first time I saw Whiskey Myers, the shit was like garbage. Like I did not like any of their songs, but I did fall in love with their opener, who I think you might like if you like Zach Brown Band. They're called South Hall. And yeah, and they opened for Whiskey Myers the first time I saw them, and I fell in love with them.
You say South Hall?
South Hall.
South Hall. Okay, that's why I couldn't find them.
Yeah,
South
SOUTHALL.
Yeah. All right. Well,
yeah,
I'm gonna add a few of these to my queue then after we hop off.
100% add that, and then if I were to tell you that the first 2 concerts that I ever went to in my entire life, and I've probably been to like, I don't know, I've probably seen around like 50 people live.
I've probably seen like 25, 50. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. And so would you believe me if I told you my first 2 concerts I ever went to were Taylor Swift and Jacob Sartorius? Yeah, bro. Because I'd be telling you the fucking truth, bro.
The Swift one I wasn't hating on, because you know what? Anything pre like 2019 Taylor Swift hits. Yeah. But like, are you okay?
Bro, I don't even know how I got looped into it, bro.
You're streaming Sweatshirt?
Not like I was a fan, but like I was doing it for the Snapchat story because I was like a freshman in high school. So definitely. But the first 2 times I went to Taylor Swift, the first time my sister got tickets for her birthday and invited me.
Yep.
And I was like in 4th or 5th grade. The second time I went, this girl that I was friends with got tickets for her birthday and invited me. And that was like I was in 6th grade, maybe 5th grade. It was like a year or 2 apart.
Hits.
Yeah. It was like her Red tour and her 22 tour were the 2 that I saw.
Those were like the 2 best albums in my opinion.
Yeah. So I saw that, and then when I was a freshman in high school, there was this girl who I wasn't really friends with, or like she thought we were friends, but I didn't fucking like her, and she invited me. I guess she had gotten 3 tickets to Jacob Sartorius for her birthday. And like, she didn't have a crush on me or nothing. Like, we've been friends since we were like 6 years old, but I just don't like her.
Type shit.
So she fucking was like, yeah, I got 3 tickets to Jacob Sartorius for my birthday. Like, do you want to go? And I'm like, I don't know. I'll think about it. I'll let you know. And then she was like, oh, you can bring my best friend at the time, this kid named Zion. She was like, oh, if you want to go, like, you can bring Zion with you. Fuck it, bro. Me and my best friend get to go see Jacob Sartorius for free. Okay, fine. Whatever. We'll go. We'll suffer for the night. But that's how those are the first 2 artists I've ever seen live before.
Well, real quick on the topic of weird artists to see live, that same state fair, I saw Darius Rucker.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. You know who I saw that year?
Who'd you see? Let me know.
Do you remember this small little child that used to yodel in Walmart?
No, you didn't.
It was summer.
Mason Ramsey?
Mason Ramsey, literally 2 weeks after his Old Town Road remix came out. I saw at the Big E in Massachusetts.
Wow, that's huge.
Awesome, because people were going nuts. I was like, look at this little kid, bro. Good for him. And now he actually makes like good music too.
Yeah, he makes really good music, like Elvis type shit.
Yeah, he works with a company I've done a couple shoots with too, and like they kill it on the content sphere. I can't remember the name right now, but Frank, nicest person ever.
Dude, fuck yeah, bro. I mean, speaking of like weird flexes with weird people, you know who fucking followed me on Instagram like 2 weeks ago?
Give me a guess. Give me a hint. I'm gonna guess it.
I think you will. Honestly, he was the star of a extremely viral line.
Star of an extremely
viral line in a viral vine.
Is it Daniel?
He said, no, but dude, you're on the right track, bro. He said like it was a video like that where this dude blew up off of one line that he said.
Is it the D's Nuts guy?
No, but bro, you're so close. Like, you're there, bro. Like, you're definitely in the field of people that would be doing this, bro. He had a viral line in a super viral vine, and if I say what his line is, you'll know exactly you'll know exactly what the person looks like, bro.
Give me the line.
That was legitness.
No way. Yes, wow. I forgot that person existed.
The scooter kid followed me on Instagram, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Did you recreate that video like a year ago too?
He fucking, that's his whole brand now, bro. He just recently started blowing up on Instagram. Like I think when I followed him, he had like less than 10K. And within the last month, he's just been like doing like remakes of that same legitness video, like really riding that shit that he's the legitness kid. And now he's at like 100K, bro. He just did a video with Baby Gronk. Isn't that crazy? You know what I mean? But I asked him if he wanted to be on the podcast, and he was like, "Oh, how would you do it?" And I was like, "Oh, it'd be like a Zoom type thing." And then he stopped answering me. And I was like, "What? Dude, that fucking sucks." So I hit him up again, and I was like, "Dude, really would love to do the podcast. Like, I think it'd be a really good time." And he was like, "I would only want to do it if it was in person." And I'm like, "You know what? Like, that's fair. But if you ever change your mind, bro, please let me know."
Like, I get it, because in person always looks better, but like Zoom is just easier for getting people in different places.
Yes. 100%. And I always said that, like, I never wanted to do podcasts over video. You know what I mean? But it's like, once I started really editing clips and like seeing how easy it was to like move shit around and cut shit out to make, you know, a conversation seem like realer than it actually was, I was like, bro, dude, I could fucking do a split screen Zoom call, cut back and forth, and make a conversation seem like we're fucking talking in person.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean?
Speaking of someone who does it every day, that's why we have 3 cameras.
Exactly. So I do whenever like I got homies that are in the area, I'll always do podcasts with them just because I love chopping it up with them. And whenever I get a chance to get somebody with 40,000 monthly listeners, 40,000 monthly listeners on my fucking podcast, you know, I'll milk what I can.
Listen, man, it goes up and down all the time. Sometimes I'm at 60, sometimes I'm at 40. You never know.
What was your peak ever?
125, 150.
Damn.
That was the song Remember, which I think is actually about to hit 4 million streams, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I was fucking doing my research and I saw you are pretty close to that.
Yeah, my roommate that I live with right now was the one that produced that too. Fun fact.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, that's why I'm releasing a song so much and doing more covers. You know, there's gonna be one cover every month. I'll you know, let me fill you in. I got Breakaway coming out on the 9th.
Okay.
6'6". You rock with little Creed by chance?
I like Creed.
One Last Breath Rats version.
Okay, there we go.
I did that at the RATTHEW live, the first ever live show in February. Then I got Much Too Young by Garth Brooks.
There we go. Oh, nice.
Yep. Leave On by Elton John. It's my favorite Elton John song.
Okay, cool.
And then Pancakes for Dinner by Lizzie McAlpine is on the docket.
Huh.
I'm in love with her. She doesn't know who I am, but she will someday.
Yeah, there you go. When you guys are married. It looks like you're looking at me right there, and that's what's the scary part is.
Oh God,
dude, yeah, that's exciting. You want to hear some shit that I have coming up?
Yeah, what you cooking?
I got, well, I guess on the podcast spectrum, fucking you, this fashion creator named Jamison Davison.
Is that the one you posted? One yesterday had like 500,000. Is that the one or?
Fuck. Let me see what I posted. No, that was actually that was my homie Wyatt, who is an Emmy award winning producer for the Las Vegas Raiders.
That's sick.
So that was pretty sick to get him on. But yeah, that was the guy that I had last week. And then actually, oddly enough, some college football player who follows me, named Caleb Rogers, just got drafted to the Raiders last night. Yeah. So we've already planned out that we're going to do a podcast together. He just wanted to wait until the draft was over.
I like that.
I mean, fucking better for me. You know what I mean? Now I can say fucking Las Vegas Raiders player, not Texas Tech player.
Oh, he was in Lubbock?
Say that again?
He was in Lubbock?
I guess, yeah.
Lubbock, Texas. That's where my favorite band's from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm seeing them live twice this year, Flatland Cavalry. One at Red Rocks. Anyways, continue.
Okay, I'm gonna write that one down because if you're seeing them twice, it got to be pretty fucking good. I forgot. I was gonna say my favorite Zach Brown band song, "Colder Weather." If you've never heard it, bro, one of my favorite songs of all time. Not even just one of them, like one by them, like out of all the songs in the world, one of my favorites of all time.
Bro, let me put you on because my second favorite song all time is by them. And
I'm stuck in colder weather.
That one's long been on the docket for a Rats version, but the problem is I think the first one is so perfect that I don't even want to touch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it gets to a point that you're like, well, bruh, that song, let me put you on. No, dude, Zach Brown Band, listen, I know every song in their discography, like literally better than the back of my hand. Like truthfully.
100%, bro. And you know what? If me and Cole Swindell, bro, me and Cole Swindell's fucking shit, bro, we're like that, bro. Actually, he DM'd me the other day, which was pretty cool. I posted something about him on my story, and he was like, fucking, I don't know, like, really appreciate you, brother, some bullshit like that. And I was like, dude, you're the goat. Seen you like live in concert 3 times. And he was like, all right, well, next time I'm in your area, like, I hope to see you at a concert.
Yeah,
I'll hold on to that forever, bro. I'll hold on to that forever.
Nah, it's stuff like that, dude. Like, I don't know if you ever heard who Josiah and the Bonnevilles is. He's a big Appalachian Mountains guy. He got famous by doing a cover of Ghost by Justin Bieber and then won a folk cover of Antihero by Taylor Swift.
I like Ghost by Justin Bieber.
His version's better by a mile. In the Bonnevilles.
Got you. Ghost. Dang.
Yeah.
Damn, 68 million. Holy shit.
Yeah, bro. And I worked with his manager on 4 songs, and like, first of all, goated, like, love those guys. But like, I went to his concert and they got me, you know, free behind the scenes tickets because I worked with them, and it was,
let's go.
Dude is the nicest person ever. And it's like stuff like that where you're like, I walk in, it's like, you must be RATTHEW. I was like, yeah, what's up, dude? And like, we just chatted up because like obviously he had like 50 people to talk to. But like, it was quick, but it was like, this was nice.
Yeah. Hell yeah, bro. I like that. Dude, I had a situation like that one time where I got you ever heard of an artist named Zachy?
Why do I feel like I have? How do you spell that?
He's all over TikTok. Zachy. Zachy, I was for a short period of time, actually, when I was making music content, I was managed by his same managers. So I was managed as a content creator. He was managed as an artist, and he was in San Francisco one time.
That's why I know, because
Oh yeah, probably because I posted about it. But yeah, he was in San Francisco one time, and they invited me backstage to the concert for free, and because he was like opening up for Matt Hansen, which is another big TikTok artist guy.
He's been doing really well.
Yeah, so fucking that was a really good time because like I got to sit, like me and my girlfriend got to sit in the filmer section, like up front. You know what I mean? So it was like us and like a bunch of like professional photographers and shit. And everyone's like, why the fuck is this guy here? But you know, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, lick my nuts, bitch. I'm in here and be bad about it.
The perks are nice, honestly. I mean, sometimes I hate them because I just don't like humans. Like, I don't know if I've ever told you that. I just don't like people.
I'm on that shit, bro. The recording stopped, and I need to make sure I get all this.
You're good. My buddy Jimmy and I went, my buddy from college, and you know, after the show we met Evan backstage. But the worst part was during the show, because I don't like humans, I typically hang out in the back of the venue.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Yeah, and I'm back there, and this really drunk frat dude walks up to me. Yo, I know you. And I was like, oh, please don't tell me you do. And he's like, dude, I've been following, you're RATTHEW, right? I was like, no. I was like, yeah, hello. And my friend Jimmy's like, dude, you are the worst. And I was like, why? He's like, I've now been with you 3 different times. Someone has recognized you, and every time you are the most awkward person ever. I'm like, dude, I don't like people. I was like, they walk up to me and like, I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, I'm here. I'm just a dude.
Yeah. Please. Dude, I'm so socially awkward. You get recognized a lot, or like, have you?
When I was in New England, yes. Okay. Out here, no, I haven't done it yet, which is awesome.
Okay.
But like even like Puka Nacua, the guy on the Rams, he like literally said he won Rookie of the Year, mind you. Well, he was second place Rookie of the Year. He's like, dude, I love being in LA because I can walk around and no one will know who I am because they're focused on like the Kardashians and all that. But like when I was like, amount of times I'd be improv on a Friday night and someone stopped me like, dude, I know you. I'm like, oh, hello, hi, sorry.
Sorry. Hey, dude, I know you. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Really sorry
I literally
that.
say that. No, I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. I'm sorry you're a fan. Dude, actually, I've been recognized for my videos, and surprisingly, because I only have like 30K, I've been recognized twice. And one time was in a grocery store, and this kid like came up to me and was like, just doesn't say like, oh my God, I know you, or dude, are you Jordan Wonder? Like walks up to me and goes, dude, you're gonna think this is hilarious. And I'm like,
pardon?
I'm like, I don't think I will, but go ahead, shoot. And he's like, dude, I fucking saw one of your videos the other day. And he's like, dude, I love them, bro. Like, dude, you're fucking sick. And I'm like, appreciate you, bro. Like that's
wasn't funny, but I appreciate
that's
you.
super sick. Yeah. And he was like, I love the videos you do with your fucking friend Hans. And I'm like, okay, yeah. Thanks. Great. I'm gonna go finish buying ketchup and eggs probably. And then the second time I ever got recognized, dude, I fucking love telling this story, bro. Second time I ever get recognized. Me and my homie are driving just like down this one super long street in Walnut Creek, and it's like pretty busy. Like there's 2 lanes on each side of the road, and in front of us it looks like the 2 cars are like road raging with each other. Like one car is like fucking swerving into them and getting in front of them and brake checking them, and we could see the guy like sticking his head out the window and like flipping them off and yelling at him and shit. And then eventually the car that he's like fucking screaming at like is able to get the fuck out of there. So then the car that's in front of us now pulls up to this guy, and the guy starts doing the same thing to this random car. Yeah, he's like fucking screaming at him and telling him, go fuck yourself, and hanging out the window, flipping him off. Same thing. This next guy fucking eventually gets away from him. Now there's only 1 car left. You know what I mean? So we're like, fuck it, let's have some fun. Let's see what this guy's got to say. So we pull up next to this guy, and he goes, I'll fucking kill you. He's like hanging out the window, flipping us off like, I'll fucking kill you. Get the fuck out of the car. I'll fucking beat your ass, bro. And we're just laughing, bro. We're like, what the fuck? Like, what did we do? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. We're like, why? Why do you want to beat us up? Like really being assholes about it. Yeah. And then we get to this red light, and the guy rolls up his window, but like we're still looking at him. We're right next to each other, and he's still flipping us off and yelling at us and shit. But his window's up, so we can't hear what he's saying. And then as we're still sitting at this red light, he rolls his window back down and starts like talking to us. And we're like, fuck it, let's see what he's got to say. Whatever. Like, how could it get worse? And I roll down my window, and he goes, I've seen you on TikTok. I've seen you on TikTok. He's like, I love your videos. I love your videos.
He was just looking for an argument.
Oh, what? Dude, we're like, no fucking way. No fucking way. And he's like, yeah, bro, I love your shit, bro. You're a saint. You're a saint. I love you, bro.
After he's telling you to fuck yourself.
I guess, bro. But I feel like nobody's ever going to have a better, like, one of your first times getting recognized stories besides that.
No, mine have both been at concerts. So,
oh, nice, dude. It's my dream, bro. Because both times I got recognized, I wasn't like with anybody besides my one homeboy. Like, I can't wait for the day I get recognized in public and somebody asks to take a picture of me, and then everybody around me just gets to watch that interaction, bro, and think like to themselves, like, who the fuck is that guy?
No, dude, it was so bad because when I was at the Josiah concert, that happened to me, and some guy was like, hey, like, I've been a big fan. Like, do you mind if I get a picture? And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, you know, because like it's the right thing to do, even though it makes like I'm just I don't like human contact in general.
Okay,
so like,
yeah.
And so like he's taking a picture of me, and this girl starts asking my buddy Jimmy's like, why is that happening? And he starts telling her, I'm like, Jimmy, don't. I was like, dude. Because like I get so uncomfortable. My mom and dad love it when I'm in public and like they'll say something like, "That's RATTHEW," and I'm like, dude, I literally would rather die. Oh my god, yeah. I was like, I hate drawing attention to myself, which is weird that I post on the internet for a living. But it's just like I was like, dude, because then he was like 7 different people were like, "Oh, why?" And Jimmy's like, "I just got you 7 new listeners." I was like, okay, well, I honestly wish you didn't.
Yeah, this guy does music right here. If anybody was curious,
I was like, okay, I would rather die.
Yeah. No, I don't.
No. I actually do tell people that sometimes.
Are you RATTHEW? Nah. Yeah.
I got a colonoscopy tomorrow. I got to get to, so I got to go.
Yeah, that's a pretty baller move right there. I like that a lot. No, I'm actually not RATTHEW. Nope, wrong guy. Sorry, bud.
I heard that guy is actually a bad person, though.
Yeah, I heard he's a really bad guy. Yeah. I heard he like fucking hates Jewish people or something. Like it's crazy. I don't know.
I heard he punches babies for a living.
Yeah,
like I heard he walks up to people and actually. Real quick, I've been thinking about I've been writing sketches, like trying to start doing sketch comedy.
Okay.
And one I have, and you're gonna think this is the dumbest idea ever. It's this dude, right? It's at night.
You'd be surprised.
He walks up to this couple. It's like, hey, how's it going? I make money by doing fun things. So if you give me $5, I'll chase that person down the street. And the person's like, sure. And then it cuts to a woman at night running away from a man screaming at her because they gave him $5.
That's really good. That's really good.
It just ends.
That's really, really, really good.
And then another one I have is it's this dude talking to his caddy, and it's kind of dark. Like, why the hell is he talking to his caddy? He's like, what do you think you're like a 7-iron? It's like, nah, dude, like you gotta go like an 8 here. And then it cuts to him like standing on top of his buddy's bed, like with the club next to his head, and it cuts to his swinging, and then it just cuts.
Dude, these are really good, bro. You'd actually be surprised. There was a pretty viral skit that got inspired off of my podcast.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I had, you know who Tommy Noble is?
No, I don't think I do.
He same thing. He does like fucking sketch comedy on like TikTok and shit. I think he's got like 150K on Instagram and like 300K on TikTok.
Nice.
But he was on my podcast, and I forget how we even came to it, but like he had said something, and I was like, dude, you sound like a fucking dog owner talking to their dog right now. And he goes, oh my God, that's a great video idea. That is a great video idea. Yeah. And then fucking he like wrote it down on the podcast, and then like 2 days later he posted a video that's like POV that like you're a dog owner.
Let's go.
And then he does all the weird shit that like dog owners do with their dogs, but as if there was no dog in the picture. So he's like laying on the couch going like, oh, stop, you're licking me. Oh my God, stop, you're so cute and shit. But there's nobody there.
That's good.
Yeah.
You gotta find that to me.
Yeah, I actually will. I'll fucking find it right now. Dude, fucking, I don't even think we're gonna have time for any of these fucking games, but we do have to have time for the. No, fuck it, we'll cut that too.
Whatever, no, I'm down. I'm down, bro.
I got fucking dude. I got 12 minutes. I got 12 minutes before I gotta leave.
Let's spend 5 of them doing whatever you better tell me we're at do.
Okay, how fast do you think we can run through the shit we hate and the shit we love?
Very quickly.
Okay.
I got them listed out right here, bro.
Okay, let's do it like this. We're gonna do it draft style. So I'm gonna give it an intro, and then we'll go back and forth with shit that we love and shit that we hate.
Yep.
And then like, I don't know, you could, if you say something you hate and then like you want to explain it a little bit to give it a little bit of context, if you think it'll be better for the clip, run it like that. I'll probably have to explain most of mine. And then we'll give a little reaction to the other person.
Hell
like,
yeah.
Oh, that was a good one.
That was a terrible one. Yeah, no, that was you're
hating for no reason. I couldn't disagree more with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah. All right. So let me do the intro real quick. I'm here with RATTHEW, and this is shit that we hate. Bang, done. See, we're so quick, bro.
Yep.
All right. You want to start? You want me to start?
Yeah, man. I hate traffic. Just
love it.
Sucks.
Love it. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I love it. Like I fucking love traffic.
Nah, yeah.
I love that pick. You know what I mean? First thing for shit that I hate: people who chew Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah. No.
Like people who like pop hard candy in their mouth and immediately like, bitch.
They're asking to have no teeth by 70.
Yeah, and you're doing it for attention so that we think you're cool for having strong teeth. I don't know, something like that, bro.
Man, I hate basketball coverage, dude. Anytime I turn on the NBA, which is every night, and I watch, them talk about, oh, things were better in the 90s, yada, yada. And then you watch the Warriors versus Rockets game the other night that went to 95 to 85, and no one talked about it. Yeah, that's 90s basketball. You didn't say a word. Amin Thompson was trying to fight people on the court. You didn't say a word. Anyways.
Exactly. And I 100% agree with you on that. They've gone soft. That's all I got to say. My next pick, I'm gonna go with the word. I don't even know how to fucking pronounce it, and that's why I hate it so much, bro. But I mean, they have a Louisville in Texas, don't they?
Louisville
in Texas. See, that's what I'm fucking talking about, bro. That's why I hate it, dude. You know what I mean? I don't know how the fuck it's ever pronounced.
You talking about the one in Kentucky? Is it Kentucky? Is that what you're talking?
Yeah, in Kentucky, it's like Louisville. Yeah, but it's like
they do pronounce Louisville. You're right. It's not even Louisville. Yeah, no, I'm with it.
Bro, I hate the fuck out of that word, bro.
Bro, I hate snowstorms. That's why I'm on the West Coast now.
Dude, of course, bro. Yeah, who doesn't hate that shit, bro? You know what I mean?
I guess most of my family.
Yeah. I guess on the same topic, I fucking hate how do I explain this? Not hot weather, because I like hot weather, but I hate hot weather when you're inside.
Oh yeah. No,
yeah, like when your house is hot and then you got to turn on the AC. Like I would much rather my house be cold and I have to turn on the heater.
Oh yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
I'm with that.
Yeah, you're sweaty, you're uncomfy, you're fucking putting your balls in front of your fan and shit. Like, dude,
every morning, that's how I start my morning.
Yeah, I got to stand on 2 chairs like fucking a trapeze. And fucking hang my nuts like right in the middle of it. You know?
I got a really small fan which works perfectly because like it's I got a really small. Anyways,
you should see mine, bro. It's you don't even plug it into the wall. It's just a USB, bro. It's for people sitting at their desk at work. So exactly,
man. I hate entitled people, man. It's bro, you're just another dude, bro. Shut up. You still breathe air. Dude. You still eat food sometimes. Shut up.
Yeah. Actually, one that I didn't write down that I'm adding to my list now. I fucking hate tripods, bro. Because this motherfucker keeps moving, dude. Like, I don't know why, bro. Every time I look up, I'm further and further to the side, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's got
legs, bro. It's got legs. It's been walking.
Dude, I hate tripods now. And
it's like your fridge, bro.
Yeah, it might start running.
Bro, I hate asparagus. That shit makes your pee smell terrible.
You know what? But do you like the taste?
Hell no. It's the only vegetable. Like, it's one of the 3 vegetables I look at, and I'm like, I would rather like be in a cave that I know I can't get out of.
Got you. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. My last one for shit that I hate, bro. I fucking hate garlic. And here's the thing, bro. No, not the flavor, not the flavor. Love garlic to eat. But like, why is it the most difficult fucking thing to ever open? Yeah, the bags it comes in are like bulletproof, and then you gotta smash them and then peel them and then chop them. Bro, most of the time I just skip garlic because I don't want to have to do all that.
Bro, I have a giant vat of minced garlic from Costco. I don't even care. It's not even fresh. That's what I use at this point. Yep. Bro's about to whip it out. Pause.
Run that, bro.
Yo, that's the exact same one I have. Yep.
Yeah. Just bought it.
Kirkland, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, bro. Was that your last one?
Yeah, man. That was my last one. We got big bucks out here, baby.
Oh, yeah. Oh, business.
Oh, yeah.
Business.
Yeah.
Dude. Okay. My bad, bro. I didn't even know you had money like that. Nah, that's on me, bro.
I don't pay for it.
Okay. There you go. There you go.
Shout out to Sheila.
Dude, I just had to fucking start paying for mine, dude. I was going to Costco like just for the food court and shit. So if you're just going to the food court at my Costco, you don't have to scan your card.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was, and then one time I had to buy some actual food from Costco. And when I scanned it at the register, it made me buy a new membership right there if I wanted to buy the food. So it added like $50 onto my tab. And there was like a couple things I picked up at Costco for my mom. So I was like, okay, yep, this is how much you owe me for like your shit. Like, do you want to also pay for my Costco membership? She's like, no, you're a fucking adult. Like, you can buy your own now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So fuck, bro. Fuck. You know what I mean?
Stop out here, man.
Yeah, bro. Fuck that. All right, now how fast do you think we could run through a love list?
Love, bro.
Yeah,
So quick,
dude. Let's go. All right, let's run it.
bro. I love basketball.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. That's actually funny you say that because my second one, but I'll make it my first. I love pro wrestling. And that's something that not a lot of people know about me. That's my little fucking sneaker hobby.
Hell yeah.
I
You gotta go see
watching some pro wrestling.
You gonna go see Big Justice's next fight then? Big
that's,
AJ.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Nah, that's stupid. Fuck AEW, bro. I'm all over WWE's nuts.
Yeah, man. I got music, just music in general, man. It's a cop out, but I love it.
Love it, dude. I think there's been like 3 times on this podcast where I've said for things that I love that like songs that sound weird, but you like it for some reason.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like one of my favorite things. And you know what? Fuck it. That's my second one.
Right.
You know what? Fuck it, bro. That was just going to be an example, but whatever. I'll throw it in a 4th time.
Number 3, I got number 23 over there. The GOAT, the kid from Akron, Pookie Bear,
yeah,
LeBron James.
There you go. I was going to say which 23 until you said Akron.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan's a fake GOAT. Anyways.
I do think LeBron is the GOAT.
Yeah,
on the last podcast, we had a LeBron versus MJ debate, and fucking, I did say LeBron in my eyes is the GOAT.
No, I mean Jordan bought his DPOY. Like,
yeah,
his stats were faked. Anyways,
yeah, dude, that's another argument we had, bro. Was I was arguing that the year that he won Defensive Player of the Year, that he was not the best defensive player that year.
No, and
like,
LeBron,
and I said he wasn't even top 3.
And LeBron got robbed of DPOY by Marc Gasol. And Marc Gasol didn't even make All-NBA first team for defensive team.
Sir. That's what I'm saying. So that's weird.
They hating on the GOAT.
That happens. Next thing that I love is turtles. I've had
bro.
Yeah, bro. I've had a turtle since I was 9. And he doesn't like live with me. He still lives in my parents' crib, but every time I see a turtle, it makes me hella happy. I would love to get a turtle tattoo one day.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, bro, I fucking love turtles. Any decoration that has a turtle on it, I immediately like it. Just love that shit.
Hell yeah. I got mountains, bro. I just like looking at them. I like walking through them.
See, that's sneaky, bro, because a lot of people don't like mountains.
Oh, dude, are you kidding me, bro? Like, there's the Malibu State Park. I walked through that last weekend, and I was like, dude, I took a bunch. You probably saw on Instagram all the film photos I took. That was from Malibu, and I was like, dude, this is literally heaven. I'm gonna cry.
That's fire. That's fucking fire. My next one for things that I love, bro, is like, I don't know what the word is for it because I know there's different types. Sorry, I got to scoot. My camera's moving. I know there's different types of televisions, and I don't know what this one specifically is called, but like TV shows where each episode is a completely different story.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So it's like you don't even have to pay attention to shit or like be like, oh, fuck, I'm on episode 2. You could start season 7, episode 9, and it will make just as much sense.
Yep. That's why I love Tim Robinson because I Think You Should Leave. I can just watch any episode.
Yeah. So I really like that shit.
Shoot, man. No, I'm not going to change it. My number 5 is YouTube. I just love YouTube, man. I can't go a meal without it.
What a great pull.
I'm a little iPad baby, bro. 24 years old.
Dude, me too, bro. I don't even touch my food. I don't care how hungry I am until I got something playing.
No, I gotta have Kenny Beecham, KOT4Q on there. Basketball, baby.
There you go. Now my last one was gonna be free things, but speaking of free things, my mom, when she came in a few minutes ago, she dropped me off a bag of groceries. So I think we should do a grocery haul for my final pick of free things being shit that I love. All right, here we go. All right, few things in here.
Where are they from? What's the bag say? Where are they from?
Trader Joe's.
TJ's, baby.
TJ's, baby.
They got the best gluten-free bread on earth.
There we go. All right, first thing I got, a bunch of jalapeno chomps. I've really been fucking with chomps lately. Dude, they're so good, bro. And they're pretty healthy for you because they're like 0 sugar and like 0 like artificial
like sodium.
Shit. Yeah, they're 100 calories each, which I really like. But they're so expensive, so I never buy them for myself. So I only eat them if my mom buys them for me. So fuck it. Or I could steal them from her house because my dad eats a lot of them too. Next one right here, we got these sprinkles walk into a cookie sandwich or something like that.
I've never heard of that. Rock On.
But it looks like they look pretty
Looks
good.
gas.
Yeah, you see that right there? Oh shit. All right. And then last thing in here, pink and white frosted sugar cookie.
Oh, those look fire too.
Yeah, I think these are for my girlfriend because she eats those. But that was my last thing for things that I love is fucking free shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right. So before we end this off, as we're trying to
race against the clock.
We're racing against the clock right now. I guess to end it off, do you have one song recommendation? I know we've given a lot, but one song recommendation that the listeners of this podcast will listen to the second this fucking episode ends.
Dude, I have been listening to this song. It's on my number one on my Spotify on repeat right now. If you are not listening to I'm Still Fine by the Red Clay Strays off their last album, you're missing out. It is a beautiful country blues ballad. And
now I know a lot of their songs are Jesus-y, sneaky Jesus-y.
This one is there's a line where he says he does mention God in the chorus, but it's not like an overbearingly Jesus.
See, no. See, what I like about them, bro, is because I think I could be wrong, but every song I've ever heard from them, I think is like a Jesus song, but like the way it's performed and like the way the lyrics are, like it could just as easily be them singing to the love of their life.
No, exactly. And I think it's you can tell they have gospel influence, just like the way they write songs too. So yeah, bro, I'm Still Fine. It's changed my life, dude. I listen to it like 3 times a day right now. So
dude, fuck yeah. All right. So my recommendation that I'm going to give to you, especially because you like country, is called But I Do by Logan Crosby. And I don't know if you know who Logan Crosby is, but not only is he opening for Cole Swindell on his coming up tour, but he's actually the son, or not the son, but he's the nephew of some really big country guy. I don't remember his name. Who is Logan Crosby's uncle? Jason Aldean. So his uncle is Jason Aldean, yeah. And he also does music, and I love his shit. Like way more.
He opened up for Megan Maroney too.
Oh, really?
She's fire.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. All right, brother. Let me do an outro, and then I'll give you a true goodbye right before I leave. All right, guys. Thank you for watching episode 18 of the TPS podcast, featuring Jordan Wonder and RATTHEW. Sponsored by Stay Another Day, your go-to mental health awareness apparel. We love you. Salute the troops. RATTHEW, is there anything else you want to say or plug?
Give me $20 and listen to RATTHEW on Spotify, or don't. I can't force you.
Let's fucking go. And listen to every podcast that he produces.
Helps pay my bills.
Yes, sir.
Shout out Games with Names, Dudes on Dudes.
Dudes on Dudes, games with memes or names or something like that. Names. Sorry. Games with names. Here we go, baby. All right. See you guys later. Love ya.
It's juice. Yeah. They love to hate. They see me doing it for real, and I'm sorry to tell you this ain't luck. I'm just trying to ball like the Oregon Ducks. But man, fuck it. This podcast sucks.